insurance company for all your insurance needs. We take pride in offering you the best solutions and ensuring our customers are fully satisfied. TDC Insurance, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind. You're always safe with us.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley got it all about the flavor. Shirley never let me down. When I lime it at the beach on the town, Shirley biscuits always feel like home.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
This Christmas, add postpaid for a festive win-win. We're gifting you a 50-inch smart TV or a $400 Amazon gift card. When you add a Flow postpaid mobile plan to your home internet, you can celebrate the most wonderful time of the year with a big screen or big shopping. Let us upsize your TV or clear your Amazon cart. Either way, you come out on top. Add postpaid to internet today for your festive win-win. Visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning and good morning. Welcome to today's edition of Island Tea. It is the 16th day of January 2026. For those of you celebrating, be it a birthday, a anniversary, whatever you're celebrating, graduations, you have an enjoyable celebration. For those of you who continue to mourn, once again, on behalf of the entire WinFM family, we do extend our sincere condolences, empathies, and sympathies to you. To the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, once again, good morning. To the regional and international diaspora, good morning. Just 8 minutes after the hour of 8. Just to remind you, we're being simulcast on TVC Channel 40, Facebook, YouTube, and we're also on your FM dial at 98.9. If you wish to bring something present to the fore or join in on our conversations, our local number is 466-0989. In the U.S., 1718-285-6984, 1305-921. 4619. In the UK, 0333440065. Quint, a pleasant good morning once again. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you. And I'm not going to ask how you are because I heard you saying your throat is...
Yeah, I don't understand dry. It's trying. I'm not getting that drop it, you know. I don't want that. At all. I wanted to start this morning with a weekend review, but then I see a new headline come up, but I'm still going to do the weekend review. So, as we ended yesterday with this one, immigration pause, a brain gain opportunity for the Federation, says the Premier of Nevis. Ongoing construction of the Bastille High School, our Prime Minister said that, and the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force still concerned over traffic accidents despite decline. And I like to say, folks, nowhere is far in St. Kitts. Take your time, get there safely. And also we heard, we were on the list of persons, so St. Kitts and Nevis and other Caribbean nations named on lists restricting access to U.S. immigrant visas. I hope what we played and what we said would have put ease to persons who are concerned minds. Let's just take it easy.
No, it has made things worse.
It has made things worse?
Yeah, because
oh boy.
That's all the talk I've been hearing.
Yeah, because everybody wants to go there, right? And the headline that I saw, I'm going to keep it local before we go anywhere else. Nigerian health professionals not a response to U.S. concerns of Cuban health professionals in the region. St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister. And I'm going to read that so we can get that clear. That's on our WinFM news page. The article is by Kevin Brown, and it reads as follows. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis, at the end of 2025, welcomed a cohort of professionals from the Nigerian Technical Aid Corps. And that's NTAC. It says the cohort represents the continued deepening of Africa-Caribbean relations through cooperations in healthcare and education. Did you know we had those folks added to our health team here in St. Kitts?
I think I heard it, but I'm thinking to myself, remember Nigeria is presently having some problems with the U.S., and suppose the U.S. decides we're not supposed to have those two, so what do we do?
Boy.
In the meantime, we have a caller waiting.
Okay, caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Grand Rising, guys.
All right.
Good
to you.
You know, as I listened to the news this morning on winnfm, looking at, you know, the call for nationals to return to sell their shares and return to St. Kitts and Nevis to invest, you know, the question has to be asked, if our nationals in America, Europe, are to sell and come back home to invest in their country, if Africans on a whole in the diaspora is to up and go back to return with their wealth, would the system allow them to do it? Now, we have seen people like Oprah Winfrey, who built a school in Nigeria, and how the system went after her. But guys, we are in a system of duality. War.
Why did the system go after her?
Well, again, Quint, the war is brought to us by them. And there's a reason for this.
I asked why, because I don't know. I'm wondering. I didn't even know.
Well,
Well, I know she had a school there, but I didn't know they went after her.
Oh, yeah, man. It's like, remember the school, it's about, what, $400 million, I think it was. And it's like, how dare you take all this money and go and build a school over there? Now, if you look at our CVI program, who is stabbing us in the back when it comes to our CVI program, Quinn?
Yeah, we know.
It's like they're telling us, well, wealth doesn't belong to us. But let us just imagine that if all Africans globally in the diaspora, Europe and America, is to come out of those spaces, whether they're going to come back to the Caribbean or go back to the continent with what they have acquired, do you think they would allow it to happen?
Well, there are ways to beat the system, you know. There are ways to beat the system. and those who are in finance and so forth, they know how to beat the system. The problem is the Caucasians beat the system every time, and no one rebuffs them for it. But when we do it, people will try to say this and that, but that doesn't dissuade us from trying to beat the system. There are many ways to beat this, as the old saying goes, many ways to skin a cat. Go ahead.
You see, then the thing about this to Quint is that many of our people who are in those spaces, they don't want to get out.
That is the point.
They don't want to get out. In all that is happening with black people in America, how we are disrespected, how we are treated, how we are gunned down, when our backs are turned.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that most recent one, and if it wasn't for a neighbor, you know, who had and again, a person highlighted, what is the media doing? You go, something happened, and it doesn't dawn on you to say, well, let me go and ask the neighbors in that vicinity if they have anything. No, all of them buy into whatever the cop says.
Yeah, but Quint, I don't know if you saw last year the riverboat incident where a white guy went after one black guy.
You mean the chair?
I don't know, if you have you seen it when a black guy swam across the river to go over on the deck of the boat on the other side, and there was a row.
Yeah, with the
Fight
chair.
broke out, black against white. I mean, Malcolm, what's his name? What's this guy named?
Martin Luther.
No, the light-skinned one.
Malcolm X, you were
Malcolm
going,
X.
you were going right
Malcolm
first.
X said there's going to come a time when black people are going to stand up and fight back. Now, when I saw that
Well,
incident
I don't
on
know about that.
last,
So enlighten me. What happened really?
well,
Remember,
it was
All I know,
was
it had a
riverboat.
chair brawl. I don't know what it was, but if Journey knows, Journey, go ahead.
Well, I know just as much as you, Hortensia, but what I'm saying is this, Quint. Because of the sounding of the video, I didn't get exactly what was, but a white guy went after a black guy on this where the boat was to dock. It was a ferry boat, and he starts pushing. I mean, they are so confident that they can range up to us anytime and anywhere.
They're not
he's
so
so confi-
they're not so confident. You know, it's the system that make them that way. Because if they just if the system isn't on them, they know they will get a beat down.
Well, you see, at Quint, again, we have to look at every aspect of this system, because this is why Journey asked the question: where would they be without their guns? Where would they be without their guns? Now, they feel safe enough to know that they can. This is why Trump is doing what he's doing, because, again, they are a superpower. But you know the incident with the boat, Quint, to make a long story short, one white guy went after, and then a group of
Black
white
people.
female went.
Well-
No, the white female went as if they're going to attack this white guy because he defended himself.
Yeah.
So when all of them gang him now, it was about 7 of them
All
gang this
some
one black guy,
bystanders.
and then all you see, you just the other black people just start flocking the place, and
fight
they use
big
chairs,
Yeah.
and the security
Right, yeah.
security came.
Yeah. We're gonna fight dirty,
Man,
I tell you.
Quint, it was riveting. I mean, when I saw it, I said yes.
You know
take a
what that is?
stand.
That is pent up frustration for all the crap we keep bearing.
But all the black man went to
Yeah.
do is to ask them to move their boat, because our pontoon, that's the spot for the pontoon. The white boaters were illegally docked, well, the Caucasian. They were illegally docked, so he just went to ask them to move their boat so the pontoon could bring in the bigger river boat.
Yeah.
Imagine
Quint,
that.
let me finish up quickly by saying this, right? Now, Sweden, Denmark, and all of them, they're gearing up towards Greenland because
Yeah,
of
let
what
them-
the trumpet that was blown.
Let them gear up. I'm smiling because now it's them
Yes.
against each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying, Quinn. Let me finish. I have to get ready for work. Let them consume themselves, Quint. You know, when Russia invaded Ukraine, I said on this same program, Quint, Africans should be spectators. But we have seen Africans went to defend, fight against, what is wrong with us? Let them fight their wars. But you see, I come to realize that the invasion of Ukraine was just a distraction, because right now the war is on the continent. Because you see, the earth has been reborn, and the new earth is Africa. But Africans are not grasping to this new earth, because we're waiting for a new heaven to descend out of the sky. Today, Quint, is the new earth. And we are the inheritance of this new earth, because they are on their way.
I wouldn't say
If
that. I
Trump
wouldn't.
knows-
I wouldn't say the new earth. I'm very cautious about certain things that I say, because say a new era, if anything, but the new earth, no, we're on the same earth. And
Yeah, Quint, you see, okay, I got you, and you're absolutely right. The new era, because the era of Pisces of belief we are now in the age of Aquarius. Yeah, I agree with you,
Yeah.
but I only use the new earth because we gravitate to the scriptures that says a new heaven and a new earth. You're absolutely right, Quint. And I'm agreeing with you. Because you see, words and figures and everything, acronyms. Quint, I'll leave it there. I have to get ready for work, but I'll keep listening.
Okay,
All right,
we'll
thank you, Johnny.
take a bit of a commercial break, and when we come back, Hortensia, you can get back into what you were doing before if you want to.
The boat.
No, not the boat. The
Found the sound.
week in
98.9
review.
Oh, I've got this feeling to high five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scoop of fun. I'm on my way to flavor my day with something new, and I've got room for you. Let loose and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with creamery novelties. Love life and live a little, get close and share a little, give in and taste a little. You'll fall in love with creamery novelties.
Enjoy Creamy Novelties Ice Cream, distributed by Rams Trading. Live a little.
Come, build with us at Hostels Building and Nevis Centers. We don't just sell materials, we help you build your dreams. Whether it's a new home, a renovation, or a DIY project, we're here to make it happen. That's why we say, build with us. From foundation to finish, come to our stores where we have the best in building materials, hardware, tools, paints, expert advice, and more. Whatever you need, you can count on us. So if you're ready to get started, build with us. With Hostels Building and Nevis Centers, you're not just building a structure, you're building a future. Let us help you create something amazing. Dream with us, plan with us, grow with us, build with us. Come build with us at Hostels Building and Nevis Centers today. Build with us at Hosfords.
It's the end-of-year sale at TDC Home and Building Depot and TDC Automotive Division. From Monday, December 29th to Wednesday, December 31st. Enjoy 20% off in-store and online, 30% off selected vehicle parts, 50% off toys, 75% off holiday decor. Don't miss your last chance to save big before the year ends. Visit TDC Home and Building Depot and TDC Automotive Division or shop online at shoptdcgroup.com, where savings never stop. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details. TDC. Together we succeed.
What are you doing?
She said, drink a rude boy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, she said, drink a rude boy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, cause when we out and we active, living we life. So when we drink, drinking.
Rude boy.
So when we drink, drinking.
Rude boy.
Oh, Miss Lady, anyway you see we are we building up our vibes. So when we drink, drinking.
Rude boy.
So when we drink, drinking.
Rude boy.
Why?
And we are back on Island Tea just about 24 minutes after the hour of 8. As we have a caller. Okay, we seem to lost our caller. Caller, you can try back, but as we continue along, the story that I was reading earlier, it says the cohort represents the continued deepening of Africa-Caribbean relations through cooperation in healthcare and education. The move helps to fill the shortage of nurses that the hospital has been experiencing. However, questions were raised about whether the move was in response to the recent issue the U.S. had with Cuban health professionals in other Caribbean countries. During the recent broadcast of Roundtable with St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister and Minister of Health, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew addressed the perspective. He said, unquote, the United States that I mentioned before has approached us, and they were concerned that the Cuban program might be connected to human trafficking. We have said to the United States that we take this concern very seriously because St. Kitts and Nevis must never be part of anything that is considered to be human trafficking. This is against our principles as a country, that is against our laws, and therefore if the United States or any other country would bring that concern to us, we would take it very seriously. We have been in dialogue with the United States on the program. I can say we have more Cuban doctors who are not connected to the Cuban Brigade working in St. Kitts and Nevis. So those on the Cuban Brigade are of a lesser number. So I can say that now with the Nigerian, as I said before, I've launched the Back to Africa type of diplomatic outreach. You see how aggressive I was on it. It is because I envisage that these are things that we can collaborate on, end quote.
Look, you see how they fall over backward to please the U.S.? The U.S. says, we have a concern that, the Cubans might be linked with human trafficking. Here the response, well, the U.S. Has a concern, and this is not a part of a... Why couldn't they just say, we deal with the Cubans and we are not involved in any human trafficking? If you have any information of such, bring it to our united body and we will discuss it in a particular forum. They don't do that. So the U.S. just comes and says things and we don't ask for evidence. We fall over backward trying to appease something that we're not involved in. Huh?
Oh boy.
Man, these people are just a bunch of wimps. It just annoys me. It annoys me because this doesn't hold good for our future. The Caribbean leaders, the Caribbean leaders, including Latin American countries, need to get together and form a unit that defends itself against the U.S. hegemony. When the U.S. comes and it says to St. Kitts, look, we're concerned about human trafficking with whatever, we say, okay, bring that to that body and we'll discuss it. Don't let them bring it to us. Stop doing this nonsense. This is the divide and conquer that is still continuing. And I don't like to use certain words, but our leaders continue to be daft.
Oh boy.
I like to say, when I was young, I was a juvenile delinquent. But I look at where I am. You know why? Because I didn't go to school just to eat lunch. I didn't go to school waiting for lunch break. It seemed as if though a lot of you went to school. What did you come away from school with? Why is it you can't sit down and represent yourself?
I don't mean to laugh, but Lord. Or smile. Yeah.
Hello, caller.
Good morning. You're live on Island Tea.
Good morning, Curtis here, Quentin.
Good day.
How are you, Mr. McMahon?
Yes, I'm fine. It's interesting what you just said, Quentin. Because I'm seeing this as unforced errors.
That's it.
You don't have to do it this way. Okay? And I read something yesterday where a Bahamian analyst was commenting on the fact that the Bahamas was included in the list of
the 75 countries.
75 countries, yes. And he was lamenting, I think it was a she, not a he, was lamenting the fact that Bahamas had such good relations with the U.S. to the extent that you didn't need a visa to go to the U.S. You just stepped on a plane and you were given 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay? The immigration and customs things are actually situated on location in Bahamas. Once you pass that, you just go to the States, and you're almost like you're practically like a resident of the United States. Okay? And they are saying now, she's saying now, that it's clear that U.S. foreign policy doesn't care about the friendship they had, doesn't care about the proximity they have to the U.S., the location, because you realize they're 90 minutes, not even 90, what, half an hour away from Florida.
Yeah, but that's the problem, Mr. McMahon. Think about it. That's the problem. You're 90 minutes away, and the color of your skin is a factor. He doesn't want that color in there.
But that is becoming increasingly obvious. Okay? They thought they were special.
That's it.
Right? And we are doing pretty much, they were outraged. And she said that generally the Bahamians seemed shocked
Well, let them
And that
get the
shock
reality shock. Let them
turned
take
to
that.
anger, has turned to anger because they did not expect this from the United States.
That's it.
Okay,
As
the
long as
next door neighbor.
that look, that's the house nigger mentality, you know. And
But
it's
that's-
and
and
it
that's
and
what
it,
I'm saying.
and it seems like our leaders, sorry to say it, but our leaders in the Caribbean are house niggers.
That is the appearance they have, right? And it's so undignified. It's so unfortunate. And why? And I use that example to say that it appears that their first reaction is to kowtow to the United States to just bend over backwards and take whatever United States gives them.
And you know why I use you know why I use house nigger as a term. You understand why I use that?
Yes, of course.
Because the house nigger felt because he was in the house with massa and he could get massa's leftover food and wear massa's leftover clothes and be a little more, much more comfortable than the field slaves. He had arrived and he will inform on the field slaves about everything to the massa.
Okay.
And history just repeating itself. You know?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon, I just saw something here. Just let me mention it and then you can continue. I see the Bahamas government firmly rejected a recent proposal from the U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's transition team to accept deported third-country migrants and has also issued a statement regarding the new visa. So maybe this is why.
So hooray.
That's probably why they were included on the list.
So hooray for them.
Yeah.
And again, Mr. McMahon, you see that shows. So where's democracy? I thought you had
a
right to. So when our leaders say, "Oh well, we haven't signed on to anything yet, and we reserve the right to," nonsense. Come right out like the Bahamas and say no.
But what to me what they should have done was come together with a common approach to the U.S. the U.S. Approaches.
That is what that is why I said when they come to saying it, say take it to our body, our forum.
Oh, it
I
says
agree
we
with
have
you.
that's what those things are for.
Yes.
You know, but no. Instead, they're gonna say, well, let's do this so that we'd be more in favor of the U.S.
Yeah.
And we don't want to be like Dominica and Cuba and
good
get
day.
there and have their visa.
Yes, good day. Hello, there's
Good
another.
morning. Good morning to you and Cartel here.
Morning.
And
Mr.
Mr.
McMahon is on the line, Miss Henry.
Yes. That's why I asked him. I'll hold on. McMahon, let me come in and can go back.
Okay. What I was saying is their approach is almost like gloating.
Hold on, Miss Henry, hold on. He's going to finish up.
Gloating over the misfortune of the neighbors.
Yeah.
And that makes no sense. But I also saw something this morning that
Hold a second, Mr. McMahon. Gloating over the neighbors. You see what happened? Was there election in Tobago recently?
Yes.
And you see the outcome?
It wasn't a general election.
No, but there was an election, and you see the outcome. You realize the outcome for that backlash where you took the thing that they wanted to put in Grenada and you put it in Tobago.
Yeah.
A resounding 15-0.
Yes. A total wipeout. But you see, that is what happens when, for one thing, you surround yourself with people who you call them house niggers. That might be the right term for them, but who don't really, who do not exercise good judgment, and not really au fait with international dealings, geopolitics, and so on, and you take the advice.
Yeah.
I mean, instinct should have told our Prime Minister, for instance, that it was bad. It would not be good to deny Haitians like this.
Yeah,
Okay?
I agree.
I mean, just gut instinct should have told him that. But so that is why I call it an unforced error. And now, of course, there will be backlash because, it's just as somebody said in a clip I saw, it's just not right. Okay? And so here we are now with the leaders belatedly deciding that they're going to form, in the OECS, they're going to form essentially a technical committee to deal with the details of implementation of this MOU.
Yeah.
That should have been done long ago.
Long ago. That's what we've
As soon
been
as
saying.
the first one, as soon as the first leader was approached by the U.S., he should have been installed and said, give us some time and go back to the others and negotiate some common position with the others that they could then go to the U.S. as a common front and negotiate.
Yeah.
But when you stand alone outside there, of course, you're
They're
going to
gonna
get
pick you
smashed.
apart. Yeah.
Yes.
Remember, Miss Sylvine is waiting.
Yeah. Okay. I'll yield to her. I can't keep anything.
Okay.
All right.
Go
Thank you
ahead.
for your contribution. Ms. Henry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Sylvine.
Good morning
Good
again
day.
to all the listeners at home and abroad. Well, I'm giving God thanks for the rain.
Me too. All of us.
Yeah, man, I say, Lord, because it is still getting hot. And good morning, Journey. I love Journey persistence, you know. You know, Africa World Cup is going on.
No.
No.
Senegal and Morocco in the finals.
Well, Miss Sylvine, you're into the sports
I
and
know.
thing, man. I mean,
I into everything, you know.
well, yeah. Life goes on, you know, as long as
I am
there's-
not just into taking on the colonial.
you understand.
Last night I played Hispan a lot. And the Colombian president or prime minister, whatever he was, you know, Trump had been threatening to go into Colombia.
Yes.
Yeah.
The man said, by the time Trump done the right thing he's doing, he can be the imperialist power.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if Trump sanctioning who he's supposed to have close relation to, the man said, this is not the first time. He said, Colombia suffered about American violence. He spoke about Panama.
Yeah. All of Latin America.
Panama, yes, was Colombia's own.
Yes.
He said, the man said, we have lost other lands other than Panama. So he said he expected. We said they're accustomed to fighting the mountains. So.
Yeah. But you see, they're not going to fight in the mountains. They're going to come in their planes and come from the sky in helicopters and take you out.
Take them down. Them down.
Well, Miss Sylvine, be careful what you're saying, mind you.
No. It's what all you say. If they're going to fight them in the mountains,
I'm just
and
being.
they're going to come in the plane in the morning, then it's just natural thing.
Well, yeah, I'm
You talk
being
about our leaders.
facetious. Yeah.
Let me get on that. The embassy must have got a lot of things with you.
Well,
I don't beg for visa.
I'm a citizen, so.
About independent countries.
So you're trying to say the rest of us begging?
Now, someone who hedging.
Okay.
This is where I come in. No, you're calling our leaders. Spineless, whatever word you use.
Yes, I am. Wimps, whatever.
You forget the electorate. If the country was more united, give me a chance. If the country was more united, as long as you have strong political parties, you'll have that.
I agree.
One of them going to say, boy, no. How you concern on the people, you understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
If there was national consensus on issues, it is easier for the leader to make the kind of response you want.
But it's not the kind of response I want, Miss Sylvine Henry. It's.
I know, but,
Let me make this point. It's what Mr. McMahon says. Your gut feeling, common sense. You've been picked as a leader.
But he cannot survive if he make what the population, if he's not sure of the support.
But look, he's getting the backlash now.
Yeah, but if they were on the visa, you know, how we can go to until we mother sister? They are the ones
I'm not
Like
even.
I heard
I'm
about
not.
the suicide in Nevis.
I'm not even speaking about the visa because that again makes me cringe. I'm speaking about the not Haiti. Everyone in the Caribbean, but not Haiti. I'm speaking about that aspect of it.
Look, when it comes to a politician, his aim is survival. In Africa, I love Africa, but I don't over glorify it. I think if Uganda had election yesterday, sir. The 86-year-old man win again.
Well, remember when you say Africa, there are different countries, Sylvine. So don't.
I know there's 50. I know that there are 54.
Okay, so don't pull all what happens in one as all.
Yeah, but most of your discussion is usually around a certain part of Africa, and we ignore what's going on in the other part. So all I am saying, if our people themselves were united, they would stand behind the leader.
I agree.
When you're not confident of it, you take a chance.
But why take a chance? Why take a chance? Why always wait? Why always take a chance towards the negative as opposed to taking a chance towards the positive?
I tell you, the aim of every politician is survival. Survival in office.
So you're telling me, Sylvie and Henry, that if I were to take a chance on the positive, the people are just always going to be against me?
Some of the people will, some of them will.
Well, yeah, so that is what leadership is.
Yeah, but that depends on the amount that is against what the leader says.
But
let's face the reality,
But the leader doesn't know that.
Even in Iran, it is the U.S. who's stirring up the protests.
We know that, yes.
Trump make it worse. Oh, yes, we will help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they can't help Ukraine when Russia has done the very same thing. So, when survival in public office...
Sylvie, Russia is justified in doing what it's doing if America is justified in doing what it's doing. It's in its backyard.
But when Trump say what he say, we have to look at the situation, not who we support. If Ukraine want to go, they go. The one about Greenland and all. I think the governor of the European Union say Greenland is a part of Europe,
Sylvain, you remember when we were saying his Nevis and Anguilla? And Anguilla?
Yeah,
and you notice that even though Anguilla has said they're segregated, we're still saying Saint Nevis and Anguilla. Anguilla still, when we have our kings and whatnot, they still have a competition down there where our kings can go down there. We're still knitted together. I say that for your answer to the and. For your answer to the and, Ukraine is a part of Russian history. It is a part of Russian history. It was a part of, just like we were saying, his Nevis and Anguilla. That is what it was.
So what give them the right to?
What give who the right to?
Russia was USSR,
Yes, but what give who the right to, Miss Henry? What gives you the right?
Argument Trump using. Trump said, look,
that isn't the argument Trump is using.
The Monroe Doctrine give us the right to protect anything near us.
That is a different thing.
Really?
Yes, because that's different because here, America has 52 states, right? And if one of those states were to decide to break away and join Russia or China, America would fight like hell to keep it.
Back.
And that is what is with Ukraine. That is what I'm saying. This isn't
like... That ain't an excuse.
Miss Henry, don't come with words.
Is the same thing too.
It is not the. It is not the same. It is not the same thing. It is not the same thing. We in the Caribbean, this is where the Monroe Doctrine is different. We in the Caribbean, as Caribbean islands and Caribbean countries, are different and apart from the United States of America. We have our own thing.
well, what? Ukraine is different to Russia. They're on the border. Is the border you're talking about? You know?
But we have our
Remember
own.
when Kennedy and the missiles and all of that?
But we have our own independence and that kind of stuff.
Well, Ukraine wasn't independent.
Ukraine got its independence from Russia when Russia decided, okay, we're going to give you independence, but we're going to still be allies. But then Ukraine decided. But then Ukraine decided, rather than being an ally of Russia, an ally of Russia whose history it has a links with, they decide they're going to deal with the NATO. NATO is the West. Look how far the West is. Look how far. Miss Henry, if you're going to come with history, Miss Henry, if you're going to come with history properly.
Yeah, the facts are that it is the same thing.
It is not the same thing.
Trump is trying to divert us by talking about, and the Monroe Doctrine. He was the way. So anything going on our border is our business. That's the same thing that Russia saying.
No.
Some of the countries of the former USSR are members of Europe.
Yes, but
isn't that so?
But that's because Europe did not stick to the alliance. Again, when we down here signing treaty, there was a treaty signed that NATO was not supposed to over time try to break away Russian people people who were a part of Russia from it. They signed a treaty. They signed a treaty, Miss Henry, that the West would stay in the West and not move east. Look how far the West is from east where Zelensky is. But what they want to do is to make sure they get as much allies around Russia because their aim is to capture and conquer Russia.
Well, but I say again, if you look at it.
You got to know your history.
I know the history and I know the facts.
You don't know the history and the facts, so don't come and tell us that it's the same.
I ask you again, having some of those former Russian or USSR countries now are members of...
Because, again, Miss Henry, NATO broke the pact that it made and went behind Russia's back and went to those people and enticed them to break away from Russia. And that is why Russia has always had a problem with the West. If you know the history, you know that, Miss Henry. That is why I said if one of those...
We should also be protesting what Trump said.
Yes, I agree.
All the countries we're talking about on the Monroe Doctrine, they are all independent countries, you know. And they are claiming, the Americans claiming the right.
The Monroe Doctrine.
Was associated with who?
The Monroe Doctrine was never supposed to be in place in the first place. It was an intimidation factor.
Psychologically, it is there.
Yes.
The going and the overthrow and the going and the overthrow. So, see if you could follow the discussion with the Colombian president. Because he said they're accustomed to it, so they won't be surprised.
Miss Henry, when you're speaking about NATO, you know, remember it was NATO, when you're speaking about joining some of those countries around Russia being a part of Europe in the NATO thing, remember there was Warsaw, you know. There was Warsaw.
I know there was Warsaw.
And all of those countries that are now NATO have enticed to come onto their pact were part of Warsaw. And Russia decided they're going to finish with the Warsaw Pact so that the West can stay in the West, and the West signed off and agreed on it, but then reneged on it.
Only Ukraine one was left by itself like that?
Ukraine is the last one, and again I told you, Ukraine is different to some of the others. Ukraine, if you study Russian history, Ukraine is a part of Russian history. It was a part of Russia.
Georgia and all the others, eh? All the other Warsaw countries, they were part of USSR.
Yes, but no,
well,
but the West,
can go.
But because the West, how come, Miss Henry? How come there's no Warsaw now? Why is there no Warsaw?
Why?
Because they signed an agreement that Warsaw will remain over here, and the Europeans, EU will remain over in the West, and we
So
will.
what happened to the independence of each country?
The
Ukraine
countries,
was not independent. No?
the countries were supposed to remain independent in their, again, geopolitical space. In their geopolitical space. But the EU reneged as usual, broke up the treaty. So now you have EU, but you don't have Warsaw. And nobody is stopping and saying, here was Russia. Everybody says he's this monster, but he stuck to his part of the deal.
I just said Russia and America in the same boat.
No, he stuck to his part of the deal. There is no Warsaw, but there is a EU, and the EU is still trying to come more and more in the east. That is the problem.
But America wants to go more and more in the south.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, you think it's no one to do? They want to tell you who could do what, even the war with Cuba. Cuba expected, but the people have been trained long enough to fight for their defense. Now, if you got a country that you're not sure, you understand? You're taking a chance every choice you make. Our leaders, they have never been in a war. Never fight, even with Anguilla. Anguilla came up for them, you know. And to their disappointment, to our disappointment, you say, Anguilla never once hinted they wanted to come back.
No, because
No.
Look how Nevisians are complaining over time how they're being treated. Anguilla is farther away from Nevis. If Nevis was being treated the way they're being treated and they're so close...
Nevis was treated, but Nevis was close enough because it's about to put the army over there.
That's what I'm saying.
So Nevis wasn't treated any better than Anguilla.
That's what I'm saying, Miss Henry.
That's why I think Nevis want to go, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
This is my last figure I have to say. There was a board meeting for the SXC, whatever it is.
SSZ?
Yeah, this week.
Okay. I haven't seen anything about it.
The board met. I told you all, you know. They're just letting you all talk, or letting us talk. The project is going to go ahead.
Okay.
If they didn't intend for it to go ahead, you could have had just another meeting, and the people said what they got to say.
I've never disagreed with you on that, Miss Henry.
Once they're on the board, once you set up the board is to monitor the thing that establishes it. That's right, you know? The political parties are not represented on the board.
But let them go ahead. You see, that is why I draw reference to, well, again, as you often say, it's about the people. But that is why I drew reference to Trinidad and Tobago and the recent election in Tobago where the opposition won 15-0. So
I tell you, it depends on the strength of the opposition.
yeah. Anyway, there's another caller.
If you're not, look, see, Dr. Drew, I told somebody that people are disappointed in what he has done.
And before you go, Ms. Henry, you mentioned something, but then I saw another headline yesterday that says the OECS heads meet on urgent regional and geopolitical matters.
The OECS body? Who meet?
The OECS heads, so all the PMs.
Or maybe that's a regular meeting, maybe.
No, but you heard everything I said? They met on urgent regional and geopolitical matters. So I think now they're meeting concerning the geopolitics that's happening in terms of us
hopefully
taking third world countries, etc., etc.
Hopefully, but what Sylvine is saying, it could be just another,
talk show.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Sylvine, there's another caller.
Yes, all of you have a good day. And please pray for the country, whether you believe or not. When the God help us. All right, then, Captain, keep the faith.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Hello, caller.
Yes. I was going to confirm that is the meeting I was talking about. Where I guess they decided to set up this technical, high-level technical committee to
discuss.
Yeah. To come up with the approach to implementing the MOU.
Okay.
After the fact, of course, it should have been that should have been done way before.
Yeah.
From the time actually the geopolitics started to change, there are a number of organizations that should have sat up and taken note.
From the day you came in and you said, look, things change, that's when they should have known. Because, yes.
Yeah. I mean, well, they should have known by the intelligence, the embassies and so on, that Trump was intent on doing these things, and he would have the support of Congress, and so they would go through, and they should have been set up and taken notice.
Yeah.
But the organizations, apart from the OECS, right, the OAS, the UN, CARICOM, all those organizations should have done what the OECS leaders have now decided to do. Okay? It's just so that it's all belated now.
I have one exception out of there. I don't think the UN should be in there because the UN is part of. Remember, the UN was set up in the same time frame as the World Bank and the IMF after the Second World War. And as far as history has shown, it has been playing its way. It's just a talk shop where you go and you try to verbally appease people, but then the bigger bodies just veto, and that has been going. How long has that?
But Quinn, if you don't talk, you're gonna fight, right? And unless you think you have a good chance of winning, you better don't fight.
But I'm speaking about the UN. I'm speaking about the UN. I'm not speaking about us as small, little. I'm speaking about the UN.
The principle applies to the UN as well. Okay, if the UN isn't there, what forum then would be there for at least our voices to be heard?
I hear you, but what I am saying, Mr. McMahon, is the UN has been there from time immemorial. Everybody has been going in there and saying their piece. And from time immemorial, after having said your piece, it still goes on the same old, same old.
Yes, true, and that is true. But the record is also important, right? I love the exchange with you and Mrs. Henry when she tried to bring up this thing that as if Russia, the Ukraine-Russia thing, just started out of the blue like that. There's a history behind all of this.
A history, yes.
Yes, and you can't ignore it.
And a family history, a bloodline history. This ain't just a normal, this ain't like America saying we in the backyard.
And I think that is why Trump is so lenient with Putin, because he thinks the same way, right? This is my backyard. This is right next to me.
Yeah.
Nobody should interfere, and I should control it.
Yeah.
Right. So he understands Putin's
perspective
thinking when it comes to this.
Yeah.
And you're right. When they disbanded the Warsaw Pact, right? NATO should have just stuck to where it was as well.
That's
and
it.
They didn't. They kept encroaching.
That is the
they
word.
They kept going.
I love that word, Mr. McMahon. Repeat that word again. Encroaching.
Yeah. Yes. That's what they did.
Yeah.
That's what they did. Okay, because like you said, for whatever reason they didn't trust Russia, and felt that the weaker Russia becomes, the better for them.
Yeah, but it's not about trust, They want Russia is rich in minerals and certain things,
But how are you gonna overcome a big country like Russia that has nuclear weapons?
That is why
without a world war.
That is, you understand? Huh? It is ridiculous thinking.
Yeah. The European. The Western European powers are just as much to be blamed for this Ukraine thing, I think.
Yes.
I think. Okay? And we have to look at the fact that really and truly, 60 years, the last World War was in it ended in 1949 or something like
think
that.
so, yeah.
Right? So 70 years is a small chunk of time in human history.
Yeah.
Right? But at least up to now, we thought we were on a trajectory where some kind of morality and principle
would reign
injected in the world order.
Yeah, we thought so.
And that, you don't just invade.
The World War ended in 45, not 49.
Okay, in that proximity.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, right.
Precise.
45, it ended in 45?
Yeah, September the 2nd.
Okay, all right. I thought somehow, I don't know why I thought it was later. But anyway, the fact is, we thought we were on the path to some kind of world order that prevented nations, big nations, from overpowering small ones, or even conventional fights between the big nations for resources and all kinds of things, territory and so on. For that. But now we're back to square one.
We're back to
and
square
so it would
one.
not. Well, actually, the First World War was supposedly a war to end all the skirmishes and wars from before.
That didn't work.
But you still had the Second World War. And so nobody, until now, thought that, we'd have a third war, especially since we have nuclear weapons.
Right now, Mr. McMahon, no matter how they posture, no one wants a third world war, because remember, it was the use of atomic bombs that ended the Second World War with an exclamation mark. And they fear what the next World War would bring, because everybody now has atomic weapons.
Not everybody, but
well, when I say
most people,
those up there in that level of they have it. Okay. That's what I mean.
Well, remember India and Pakistan have it as well, so it's not all north.
Remember India and so forth. Remember India is India not the third largest economy in the world right now?
Third.
I think so.
I'm not sure where they are, but I think they overtook Japan. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And Germany.
Yeah,
so,
India is expected to overtake Germany to become the world's third largest economy within the next 3 years.
Yeah, you got to know your geopolitics,
yeah. And so you could expect India to have a lot more clout than it has now.
Yeah.
It has
They're
been
currently fourth, though. They passed Japan, as you all mentioned.
Right. They're currently very, very quietly positioning themselves.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to see what path they take. Right? Because I think what Trump would probably like to see is the whole northern.
Hold a second. There's another caller patiently waiting. Caller?
Oh, there.
Hello. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Now,
let the caller go, because I don't. Go ahead.
Coming home, what happened to the region is this. You see, Federation, the idea seems to have been coming from the UK. But then, for them, it was easier to manage the entire bloc under one administration. When they realized the power the bloc would have, that kind of potential was taken away. And Bustamante, he was the tool that was used
to
break up the idea. We were then given independence. What independence meant is that every little island would have a small, big man that the U.S. or whoever power at be can go and whisper now individually into these exalted people.
I love your phrasing.
Exalted people.
I love your words. I love your phrasing. Go ahead.
So we end up now in a situation where, let me go further. And the Federation was replaced by CARICOM. Our present Prime Minister is the chairman of CARICOM. After Maduro bombed Venezuela, Mayor Motley said she called the Secretary General of CARICOM. She didn't say she called the chairman. That is a figurehead position. Every Prime Minister gets a ton. It's a thing to make small people feel big.
I agree.
No. Our administrations must fail. Take the refugee, the deported thing. The deported thing is a weakness. The deported thing is the size of the continental United States is close to 10 million square kilometers. To drive from one end to the other, 35 to 45, 35 to 40 or something hours, you will be told. But then it takes 7 to 10 days. To travel across the U.S., it would take you 8 to 12 days. The size of the U.S. across is 5,525 miles. I'm coming to something.
Yeah, well, listening, I love the way you're bringing out the figures, though, so go ahead.
St. Kitts is 261, St. Kitts Nevis is 261 square kilometers.
Yeah.
Let me take St. Kitts. St. Kitts is 5 miles across.
Yes.
Point. A man with 10,000 rooms is asking the other with who has only a corner. His space is a corner in one of this man 1,000 rooms. The man don't want the people them in the place. He tells you you have to take them. Our people do not understand the word negotiation.
I've been saying that over
There's
and
many
over.
ways to say no.
Yeah.
So in case we have number unsolved murders. Hospital, when the rich man gets sick, he catch a plane. Basti High School, we ain't got no real high school. What a problem, I'm saying. The disparity, the maths too hard.
Well,
No.
caller, if you were a lawyer presenting a case for your client and I was the judge presiding, I would say you put your case well. Your case was well put. What would you say, Mr. McMahon?
Yes, but I'd like him to make what does he conclude from all of this?
I guess he was getting there. Go ahead, caller.
The conclusion is divide and rule. We are in this hemisphere, the U.S., the Monroe Doctrine talks. It says this is theirs and all hands off. Going to the Maduro, it is not just Venezuela, it's not Colombia. It's the Simon Bolivar revolution. The naming of Venezuela, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, the shout, long live the Bolivian revolution, that must be crushed.
Yes.
Our leaders down here have to learn to defend themselves and say no diplomatically.
That's what we've been saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sankis can't take no more people. You got the SSD zone. I'm showing things. The SSD zone has the potential. Our leaders need to be changed. It has the potential. You says 10,000 people. I'm showing something. 10,000 people by 250,000 is 2,500,000,000. 10,000 families, 250,000 by 40,000 is 10 billions. Mark Brantley and Dr. Joe have settled for $50 million. I'm showing the weakness and why the region is so weak.
Yeah. Caller, pause a minute. Pause a minute. We're going to have to break away in 2 minutes because we have a TDC thing coming up. So, yeah, we're going to have to.
Okay. Just for the information of the listeners, though. Cortesia.
Hi.
Your date was wrong. It's actually the World War started in 39. Okay, it was 39 to 45.
No, we said when it ended. We were talking. We were talking about the end.
Right, it ended in 45. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what you said? Oh, I thought you said 49. Okay.
No, you said 49.
She said 45.
I had no clue when it ended. I went and searched.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
So, 39 to 45.
Yes,
I think that, I thought that was what I said.
No.
Okay,
No.
fine.
All
Yeah,
right.
all right. Okay. All right, I guess you talk about this after.
Yeah, after the interview.
Because, I mean, we have to.
But I love the way the other caller did. He did his research and he brought figures. And what he was trying to show Mr. McMahon is when they come to you, you bring those figures. You negotiate by saying, but look at your size compared to us. Bratcher did that when Canada was trying to negotiate to get a lower price on sugar. And he said, but we're the ones who are begging you. Mm-hmm. So if we're begging you, we're already in a compromising position. You understand? That's negotiation.
Yes, exactly. Yes, and we absolutely have to find a way to diplomatically deal with this. And we know we can't deal with it militarily.
Yeah.
So we absolutely have to find a way to deal with this. And for starters, for sure, we got to find a way of unifying not just us here in the Caribbean, but with Latin America, because all of us.
So here's what we're gonna do. To the other caller, don't hang up. You're still there. Finish your point. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna listen out to hear if I hear the door chime, and when I hear the door chime, I might. Okay, the door is chiming now, so we're gonna have to take that commercial break. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to take that commercial break and we'll be right back.
WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
This Christmas, add postpaid for a festive win-win. We're gifting you a 50-inch smart TV or a $400 Amazon gift card. When you add a Flow postpaid mobile plan to your home internet, you can celebrate the most wonderful time of the year with a big screen or big shopping. Let us upsize your TV or clear your Amazon cart. Either way, you come out on top. Add postpaid to internet today for your festive win-win. Visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley got it all about the flavor. Shirley never let me down. When I lime it at the beach on the town, Shirley biscuits always feel like home.
Everything you want, everything you need, got the taste you love, anywhere that you may be, is the Caribbean flavor. Shirley biscuits make me happy.
Shirley, the Caribbean's favorite biscuit.
Rams the good food people, always there to serve you. Rams the good food people, locations right near you. Rams the good food people, in-store specials for you. Rams the good food people. Rams. When you need better service, Rams is always here. Better value, better prices. Rams is always here. Rewarding your loyalty. Rams is always here. We are community. We are family. We are family. Rams for you and me. We are community. Rams for you and me.
If you need protection, you'll need one who you can trust. To secure your investment, you'll need one who'll do you just. TDC Insurance, you're the one that you can trust. TDC Insurance, you're always safe with us. TDC Insurance is your go-to insurance company for all your insurance needs. We take pride in offering you the best solutions and ensuring our customers are fully satisfied. TDC Insurance, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind. You're always safe with us.
Good. Welcome back to Island Tea, and with us in studio we have Dominic. It's our first New Year program. As I told him, he's always standing me up. Thank God I'm married, and he's not my husband because I might have beaten him.
I trust you believe in sneaky links. You trust you believe in sneaky links.
No, I don't know. I'm not sneaking any link. I love my bae.
I was hopeful.
Carten say you're killing the man's potential. The ladies out there who've been
Well,
watching him,
for the ladies out there, I'm off the market and I'm happy where I'm at. I won't change it for the world.
Put in a plug for them then, no?
Okay, ladies. I was gonna say, see, I can't. He stood me up as his good friend too many times.
I apologize.
So I don't know how he's gonna be when he's dating you, but kudos to him. Okay.
I'm going to make up for it.
And guess what? To make me feel bad this morning, he comes in here with a cup of water, y'all, in a teacup.
She's burying you now.
In a teacup, y'all.
After having killed you, she's burying.
Quinn, just add the flowers, okay? Guy, just add the flowers.
Not at all.
I don't see ad.
So let's dive right into it, kind sir. Welcome back to the studio.
Good morning. Good morning and Happy New Year. Thank you for welcoming me back and for having me back.
Our pleasure.
I wish you and your team a very productive, adventurous, more opportunities for 2025. And of course, you know, TDC is here to make sure that you continue along that path. So we are going to start with our home and building depot. And in December, we launched our hire purchase promotion. Yes, we still do hire purchase. I know we've been here before talking about a lot of cash promotions, but yes, we still do hire purchase. And yes, we still do credit. So our Big Dreams, Small Steps hire purchase promotion, we're offering persons who, this is 2026. Some persons might not have gotten the items they wanted. They might have run out of the cash and they need some credit. This is why we're here to give them the credit. So it's for persons who want to buy furniture, lawn and garden, and hand and power tools and so forth. You can do that.
Okay.
So to qualify, there's no deposit for those persons who are fully employed, because we do a salary deduction, so there's no deposit
Straight
for that.
from your pay.
All right.
Okay.
And then for persons who don't do a salary deduction, we'd require just a 20% so that you could get the items that you want as well. And of course, you get a flexible interest rate, and our team would be happy to work with persons on a case-by-case basis. We recognize that all the customers are not the same, so some customers would have different needs, and we're ready to work with them. So we want persons to recognize that we still do higher purchase. It's not about the cash as well.
So for persons that are listening, you just mentioned 20%. What is this 20%?
The 20% would be the deduction. You're going to do a 20% deposit, a 20% deposit for those persons who don't do salary deductions. So if your business house or your employer doesn't do salary deductions, then we'd require a deposit.
Okay.
But if you do that, then there's no deposit.
So if you have a steady job, you can prove that instant deductions from your pay slip.
Yeah.
All right, got you. Just to
Right,
clarify.
right. Just to make sure that you got that straight. So it's on furniture, lawn and garden, appliances, electronics.
Lumber, all of that? No.
Credit. Well, lumber would be credit, and yes, we do offer credit facilities. So maybe next program I could talk about the credit, since we started off today with credit. So I could tell you about the credit opportunities for persons who are into building and so forth.
Okay.
So that's our higher purchase promotion. Then we move into, let's see, automotive. Kyla isn't here today, so I have to take Kyla's slot for the automotive. Our vehicle of the month is the Toyota Yaris Cross Hybrid. That's a lot of words for one vehicle.
Let me say cross. Excuse me, see you coming home. I lose my voice.
I'm making you speechless? Quit,
no, I had problems.
Lucky you stood her up, because if you had come, she would have swooned.
You see, Gwen, he knew since morning I was saying about my throat. Oh boy.
I've been blaming it on the throat.
So it's a cross of a regular car and a hybrid.
A hybrid, right. Okay. So you can walk into TDC Automotive, walk in or drive in. Or step in, and you can speak to one of our sales associates, and you can test drive it for yourself and have that experience. And of course, the team is there to provide you with any sales or purchasing information that you'd require. So that's our vehicle of the month at our automotive division. We still also want to remind our customers and clients about the Toyota Takata airbag recall.
Still going.
We want to make sure that if persons have the vehicles, that these Toyota models, the 2013 to 2016 4Runner, the 2003 to 2013 Corolla, 2003 to 2013 RAV4, or the 2006 to 2012 Yaris or Belter, to contact us as soon as possible. If you know anyone who has one, whether it's in a mechanic shop, whether it's in your possession, whether somebody bought it from you, or whether you sell it to someone, please call us and have the airbag replaced absolutely free at no cost at all. So we're playing our part in making sure that we continue that particular campaign. The Jingle Wheels promotion is still going. Yes, we passed the holidays, but the Jingle Wheels promotion is still ongoing. So you can, again, walk in, step in, and drive out in a brand new vehicle. And the promotion gives you an opportunity to pay no deposit. You get up to $5,000 cash back on selected models if we have any left. Competitive interest rate. Yeah, we had a good year for automotive. So I said if any left, because some persons would have missed an opportunity to get the one they want. But hey.
So since you say the promotion is ongoing, is there an end date to that promotion?
That goes until, well, according to my notes, February 28th. So you get up to 50% off for your first year insurance and 1 year free service, and that goes until the 28th of February. So for persons who are still looking for a new vehicle, who want to level up, you can come in and try the Toyota Cross Hybrid, and you can even purchase it if you want to. Under this particular promotion, that goes up until February 28th. Right. So we're going to switch back to HBD. Build with confidence. A lot of persons know that we do home furnishings.
Using acronyms people don't understand, but me and you, Home and Building Depot folks.
TDC, Home and Building Depot, yes. I guess it's because it's a TDC thing. We say Home and Building. So for those persons who might not know, we carry a wide variety of building materials. And some of those building materials are available on shoptdcgroup.com. So we have windows, doors, lumber, and we're now in the process of looking at adding more building materials. So we're having some discussions in the lab as to how best we could put some of these products online so that you could have access to them, the convenience, you purchase them, etc. Tires are also now featured on shoptdcgroup.com.
Okay.
So you could buy your tires. We have Torque, we have Sunfold, and we have Goodyear. So persons who want to buy tires, you could now go on shoptdcgroup.com and buy the tires, or you could go into TDC Automotive in St. Kitts and Nevis and buy the tires.
Do whatever.
Right. Any questions for me so far?
No.
None. Okay, so we're gonna
You
proceed.
see, once I have the questions, I just interject.
Okay, we're gonna proceed.
I want our listeners to
how
be
do
clear.
How do I get the money to get these items? Our loan has been continued, so we extended the loan as well. You can get up to $85,000 unsecured or $100,000 secured. So if you're looking for cash for the renovation project you didn't finish for the holidays, back to school, maybe a party, maybe a wedding. We have a wedding loan as well at TDC Financial Services, so maybe that again is something else we could interject sometime in the future in the conversations that we're having on Fridays.
And
so
how much for persons that are planning their wedding? How much can they borrow?
50,000, I think.
50? Okay, that's not bad.
That was a hint for them that I should go there and get a loan.
Yeah.
Once you sort me out, you don't do sneaky links. So once you sort me out, we could do that.
Dom's looking for a wife, y'all. Continue, sir.
So we have that loan ongoing, and that loan goes. We're now looking at giving an opportunity to those persons who want the extra cash. So we're considering February. So
as well, the 28th for the cutoff?
We're considering that.
Considering, okay, so it's
but
not
for now,
in stone.
For now, it's up to the end of January. So there might be an extension on that particular offer.
Okay, no
because we want persons to have access to the cash that they really need. We do recognize January is a dry month for a lot of different reasons. And this is our way of saying, hey, you need some extra cash. Come to TDC Financial Services. Have a chat with one of our associates in there and see how best we could help you to do that. If you're looking for an opportunity to save, of course, we do deposits as well. So this is an opportunity for persons to start the year out. You can open a fixed deposit, you can open an accumulator with us, you can do those too and have some cash as well put aside for that. Let's see what else I have. I have a list. Let me see what else is on my list since you ain't got no questions. Okay, Shop TDC Group. So we're going to end with Shop TDC Group. Yeah, put all the notes over there. I'm confident about this one. Shop TDC Group. We now have, again, we're going to go through the wish list. Valentine's is next month. Have you tried the wish list? No, I'm daring you. I'm going to dare you today. Quinn, this is a dare. Go on shoptdcgroup.com. Create a wish list and send it to them.
But first I have to get on Shop TDC. I never did what you asked me to do.
Oh, wow.
I'm so
Look at
busy.
that. Look at that. So, yes, you can do that. Send me the wish list. So, for those persons who are early Valentimers, you can create the wish list and send it to your loved one and I'll buy something for your loved one. So, we have that. Shop TDC Group Plus. Shop TDC Group Plus is where you can now make special orders for items that we don't have on the website. So if you go somewhere and you see a specialty item and it's not available on shoptdcgroup.com, you can tell us, well, hey, I want to buy this specialty product, and we will bring it in for you. Of course, it's going to take a little longer than you just picking it up at the store or having it delivered, so we'd give 3 to 5 weeks for it to be delivered. I use Shop TDC Plus over the holidays to purchase a game.
TDC Plus.
Again, yeah, Shop TDC Group Plus. It's our extended specialty.
So this is it?
That is the website, yes,
Okay.
that is the website. And you feel free to browse. You click on, to access the wish list, you click on the little, when you finish creating the items that you want, you click on the little hat there. When you finish browsing, you click on the little hat.
I don't see a hat.
You click on the
It's
little
not
hat.
there because it's not the time?
The little hat. No, it's always there.
So where's the hat?
You click on the little hat over in the corner. You should click on the little, there's a little hat over in the corner, or you could scroll for it. You'll see the wish list. You could, okay, you could see the wish list. There's a little hat somewhere in there, but let me just give a shout out for the Shop TDC Plusy. You could tap that as well, and then, yeah. And then on the site there, you could see all this, we have
They're
sale
not
items.
seeing it.
Oh, well, you'll have to show them, since I showed you. All right. So you
But
can.
I don't know how much of it they can
They
see,
can
though.
see.
Yeah, because it looks a bit
It's a bit too small.
Next time, I'll bring a tablet next time so that we can have that experience.
Wait, let me up it, Quint. It still looks small.
We'll get a tablet in. We'll get a tablet in house next time, or a laptop, and we could probably do a demo for the persons who are viewing online.
Okay, no problem.
I'll remember to do that. I want to keep in your good graces.
I think that perhaps just verbally expressing where you go on it might be easier. Because no matter how you put it, unless it's on a sticker, like it's going to still look kind of
small.
Small.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to pull it up. Let me see how much I can pull it
So
up.
there you go.
Can anybody see this now?
So you see the Shop TDC group and the Shop TDC group plus, right? You could actually scroll if you want and see. There's the first thing says sale and so forth. Yeah. So there you go. Appliances.
But I don't think they can see all. As Quint say, we have to get the.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get that set up.
Because holding it and scrolling it.
We'll have a session on shopping online. So we have that as well. So for those persons who are looking for the specialty items, you can use Shop TDC Group Plus. Let me see if I have all of my notes. Do I have all of my notes since you ain't got no questions for me today?
You have something here you didn't mention.
Oh,
You're not supposed to talk about.
No, that's in-house. That's in-house.
All right.
Okay, for those persons who might not know, at one point in time, we had our copy and print center on Central Street.
Yes.
And persons might be wondering, hey, whatever became of the copy and print center?
Still there.
Yeah, and it's at the TDC Home and Building Depots.
You're looking at me to say it. It's right in the back after you pass the paint guy.
Yes. That's in St. Kitts, and it's in the home center section in Nevis. You've been there. So we've moved our copy and print center to the Home and Building Depots. So for those persons who are looking for printing, laminating, binding, photocopying, collating, canvas print, large print, architectural drawings.
Still printing photos.
I was actually
shocked.
Yes.
To see, I saw a customer there asking the young gentleman, and then he cut up the photos for her like passport. I'm like, we still print
we
photos?
do passport. Yeah, you know.
I was shocked.
We still, and you could actually get the photo frame while you're in the store.
Sell it all, Dominic.
If you're nostalgic like that, we've created an opportunity for you to pick up the frame before you go to the door. So you pick up the frame when you go to the door.
I think she was.
And before the door, when you go to the cashier, remember you sign up. If you haven't signed up for the Mega Reward Loyalty Program, you can do that. And of course, you get points every time you make a cash purchase, and those points can be used towards future purchases. You signed up, right?
I don't know. Yeah.
You.
Don't look at me.
The truth is, I don't. No,
Well,
I'll check. I have to go there sometimes. So
I like that. So when you go check, if you're not certain, you can ask the cashier. You can ask Dominic to look for your account. And
I was supposed to be on a list that was done at work, but I saw I was the only person missing off the list when they had that. So I'm like, what? I guess I'm special, so I guess I'll do that by myself. Definitely stand out.
I'll be sure to send you did I send you the QR code?
I think you did sometime, but I changed phones since.
Well, I'll send you again.
Oh, okay.
I'll send you again so that you could sign up, because it's part of our customer experience, and we want persons, when they shop with us, we understand people spend a lot of money.
But you mentioned only cash purchases,
only
right?
Only cash for now, yes.
So what about persons that use credit is the way? Because we are being
Credit
shoved
card?
more and more over to a cashless society. How does one
Once
not
you paid
get
your card, it's considered cash.
It's considered cash. Okay. Just want to make sure I don't want us to lose any customers over the fact that people are say, well, I ain't going there if they just want monies. Okay. Well, money is in the form of cash. Yeah,
So-
let me say it that way.
So be sure to make sure that you sign up. I know last year we started a campaign where we came and we told you we're making some changes and we're doing some upgrades. Those changes and upgrades are still ongoing. And I could tell you this much: New Year, new rules. I could tell new goals and so on. Those changes will be released in a couple of. But let me just put it this way: shortly. We've been working behind the scenes to tweak the program and to make it better. We've been doing a number of visits. We've been doing some research. We've been doing some presentations. So the Mega Rewards, the TDC Loyalty Mega Rewards program, there'll be some changes. So I want you to benefit and I want the customers to benefit. So if you haven't signed up,
you just want me to benefit. How about the man through the glass over there that do gardening?
You in the collective sense. Okay. Everybody I want.
It's the women he wants, because the women usually entice the men.
No, I want Quint too, I want Quint to sign up too.
I can't believe Quint.
And I want your husband to sign up, and I want your nephew to sign up, and I want your uncle to sign
don't
up.
work no, no. They're very young. Both
well,
of them ain't got no pay.
In time they can sign up. In time they can sign up, and benefit from the program, because we have been making some changes, and it will benefit those customers who spend with us. It's an additional bonus for those persons who come in and spend with us. We want to make sure that we keep our customers happy.
Okay. All right. Anything to add before
let's check
wind
the list.
up this
Let's
morning?
check the list. Just check the list to make sure. Checking the
Christmas
list,
gone
checking
or
it
Santa?
twice. Yeah. Hey, yeah, we
touched everything.
Yeah, we touched
So
everything.
go get your loan, go test drive the car of the month, buy the car of the month, go to the HBD, the Home and Building
Depot. In St.
yes.
Kitts and Nevis, our automotive divisions in St. Kitts and Nevis. Step in, walk in, drive out. Step in, walk in, drive out.
Okay, step in, walk in, drive out. As I said, by the vehicle.
Right, by the vehicle. And we want to make sure that you shop online, you have the convenience, you have the access to shop online, take advantage of the wish list, browse the website to see some of our sale items. There's a sale section there. I don't know if when you featured it, you saw a sale section. If you're looking for specialty items, remember Shop TDC Group Plus. Yep.
All right. Well, you heard it here from the handsome Dominic that's looking for a wife. Don't forget that part. He's still alive. So
I'll drink some water and mind my business.
He wanted me to mind his business. Now he wants to mind his own business, drinking his water.
Well, Dominic, the next time you come, wear the glasses, because I think the glasses are what did it.
What you didn't see when he came in this morning?
That had us speechless, you know what I'm saying?
He just had so much going on. Take his glasses, pull his glasses out.
I had to get ready.
What's going on?
I had to get ready.
Y'all came extra this morning. I know the cameras weren't rolling when he did all these things.
But he did tell you he was going to be making up for the times when he stood you up.
Oh, Lord. So the glasses, you think the glasses made up?
Well, you swooned, or you lost your breath. You lost
started
your breath
coughing
from
for a while there. I thought we might be off the air for a few.
That's it.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
If you need protection, you need one who you can trust. To secure your investment, you need one who'll do you just. TDC Insurance, you're the one that you can trust. TDC Insurance, you're always safe with us.
TDC Insurance is your go-to insurance company for all your insurance needs. We take pride in offering you the best solutions and ensuring our customers are fully satisfied. TDC Insurance, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
You're always safe with us.
This Christmas, add postpaid for a festive win-win. We're gifting you a 50-inch smart TV or a $400 Amazon gift card. When you add a Flow postpaid mobile plan to your home internet, you can celebrate the most wonderful time of the year with a big screen or big shopping. Let us upsize your TV or clear your Amazon cart. Either way, you come out on top. Add postpaid to internet today for your festive win-win. Visit discoverflow.co for more info. Terms and conditions apply.
Come, build with us at Hostels Building and Nevis Centers. We don't just sell materials, we help you build your dreams. Whether it's a new home, a renovation, or a DIY project, we're here to make it happen. That's why we say, build with us. From foundation to finish, come to our stores where we have the best in building materials, hardware, tools, paints, expert advice, and more. Whatever you need, you can count on us. So if you're ready to get started, build with us. With Hostels Building and Nevis Centers, you're not just building a structure, you're building a future. Let us help you create something amazing. Dream with us, plan with us, grow with us, build with us. Come build with us at Hostels Building and Nevis Centers today. Build with us at Hostels.
What are you doing?
She said, drink a rude boy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, she said, drink a rude boy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, cause when we out and we active, living we life. So when we drink, we drinking. Rude boy. So when we drink, we drinking. Rude boy. Oh, Miss Lady, anyway you see we are we building up our vibes. So when we drink, we drinking. Rude boy. So when we drink, we drinking. Rude boy.
And we're back on Island T. It's just about 20 minutes before the grand hour of 10 o'clock as we continue along. We did not get to finish our article, so let me see if I can get back to it so that we can finish it up.
In the meantime, I think
We have a caller?
caller.
Okay, caller, go ahead. You're live on Island T.
Good day to everybody once more again.
Hi.
Thank Jesus Christ that He spared us to be on this side of the living. Greetings in Jesus Christ's name. All glory to Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Now, first of all, I would like to say Dominic has been doing a very great job in advertising TDC, their services and their products. I really do enjoy listening to him when he is doing his stuff for TDC.
Okay, I'll be sure to relay that message to him.
Yes. And I hope his managers and supervisors and that sort of stuff have heard the comment as well. He answered to them.
Good
Yes.
stuff.
Yes. Okay. Secondly, now, excuse me, a little frog in my throat.
Okay.
Don't
get the drop
I
it
would
now.
like. Hello.
Don't get the drop it now.
Okay. I would like to say, secondly, that we get the government that we deserve when we disobey the word of God. We get the government that would bring us destruction and ruin, betrayal, and all those sorts of stuff. And they will lead us to our destruction, ruin, misery, torment, undoing, and death eventually. This is what we get, and will continue to get once we continue down our road of disobedience to the Bible. And the only thing that can save us is Jesus Christ via His word, in we obeying His word by first biblically repenting and obeying His word. That is our only solution and answer to all of our life issues and problems and that sort of stuff. So I just really wanted to say that, to let us know once more again for the umpteenth time, only the Bible is the answer. Take care. God bless everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, Quint, there's a next part of it, and I'll continue to quote from the article. The Prime Minister say, "Why should we put all our eggs in one basket? We should never do that for nothing at all, neither for health professionals or anything else." And so we negotiated with Nigeria and discussed with them. You know, a lot of Nigerian doctors are trained in St. Kitts and Nevis. We have given Nigeria a lot of doctors, and I'm proud of that. And Nigeria has sent to us, I think, a number of professionals. And these professionals are, of course, doctors. And the doctors who come from Nigeria, they are experienced people. They can have less than 7 or 8 years experience, so they are experienced healthcare professionals. So we have doctors, nurses, technicians, and so forth, psychotherapists, nurse specialists in ophthalmology, that's the eyes, and anesthesiology, that's putting you to sleep. We have emergency room doctors who put people in who deal with people in the emergency room. We also brought a urologist. That's another prostate doctor, a male doctor. We have a lot of gynecologists, 4 or 5, but we only have 1 urologist. And we said men need good health care as well, because you know women are covered and they should be covered. We have a caller. Caller, go ahead. You're live on Allen T.
Good morning, Potensi and Quinn.
Hey, Jam Down, how are you doing today?
And good morning to the good people. I think it's Nevis, where I got a bum here, you know. Because last night I was listening to a radio station. And I didn't know it's so deep this thing be with $27 million given to people who got money and rated so high and the exchange stock in America. Nevis need to succeed. They need to go. It's too much knockbout. It's too much knockbout. Look what the vagabond Mark Wentley and tells you do to Nevis. God can give us such a big loan and then you get back 10%. When will the people go in National Bank
jam down. But if Nevis is Cedo jam down, if you're listening, who's they're still gonna have the same leader?
No,
What do you think about
well,
that?
I wanted to interject, but I
Yeah.
didn't because usually he just goes. He doesn't really listen so that we
Yeah,
can
'cause
have a
they're gonna have
rapport.
the same leader.
But I disagree vehemently that Nevis should go. You understand? We are one. My roots, I mean, technically, there wouldn't be any Kittitians if there weren't Nevisians. It's Nevisians who came
Yeah.
over here and started the foundation, and then, for whatever reason, again, to divide and conquer, the Nevisians who came from Nevis and came down and resided down here decided they were too good for those over there who stayed over there. So that's why we have the riff of to today, up to today. It's Nevisians against really Nevisians, okay? So I don't agree with this secession thing. Hello, caller.
Okay, caller, you can always call back.
Hello, caller.
Hi, good morning, Quinn.
Yeah, good day.
Hi, morning. How are you?
Good morning to you, Potencia. Good morning.
Africa.
Yeah, I listened to the conversation yesterday and I listened to the trend where it was taken. I want to continue from that vein. I would admit, though, that I did not read the content of Premier Mark Brantley, but I caught the gist of what you read, Hortensia. I cannot laud what Premier Mark Brantley is saying because repatriation is something in the minds of the Nevisians, Kittitians, Caribbean people all over the world. Will want to see greener pastures and will want to accumulate, wants to excel in their business endeavors and otherwise. And will want to go home and replicate their success in their homeland for the, the upkeeps and the growth of that particular nation. I cannot laud Premier Mark Brantley for echoing those sentiments. But I sense that Premier Mark Brantley's sentiment is predicated on intellectual dishonesty. Intellectual dishonesty. He is a very astute, intelligent man, and he really used words to really entice the logic of people's understanding. But for the fact that a month or 2 months ago, Premier Mark Brantley was defending the SSD, the Destiny Project, and the like, and even going as far as to say that all the lands in the south of Nevis, or the, Brown Hill area going all the way over to Gingerland, they were there lying idle for 100 years, and it seems like the owners don't have any plans of developing these lands. But my question, I beg the question to Premier Black Brantley. We know that Kittitians and Nevisians, we are more on the outside than those of us that are here in St. Kitts and Nevis. And the wider Caribbean, all the Caribbean islands can speak to the diaspora on the outside. It is all good that you're asking Caribbean people, in particular St. Kitts and Nevis nationals, to come home with their expertise and their wherewithal, their accumulated wealth in terms of cash, fiat dollar, and kind. But where would the Kittitians and Nevisians set up shop? Where would the Kittitians and Nevisians build their homes, build their businesses, if you was going to sell, if you were part to facilitate selling all these lands to the Destiny Project managers and investors?
And bearing in mind...
Are you telling us that, okay, come back home now because this Destiny Project has gone in. It has collapsed. Because Olivier Johnson said that by the end of the year, which we are in 2026 now, and nothing comes through, he might not just go through with it. Mr. Matt Brantley, be transparent and come to us and tell us the Destiny Project is a no-no because the Kittitians and the Nevisians are the Nevisians because it's on Nevis, and Kittitians have won a victory. So the Destiny project is no longer. There are these lands that was there for 100 years. It is yours. Come back home and come and invest. Then I can accept that. But do not come and push this intellectual dishonesty on our people, because we're not that stupid.
Africa,
I am not
Africa.
a holder of none of those. Yes?
I will let you finish your point, but I'm going to break away soon because we have another program coming up, and I want to give the next technician chance to set up. So
Yes.
you
Well,
can finish
I
your
just
point.
Yes, I just wanted to put that across because it's either you're telling us come home, which I can laud it. I like your sentiment. Because do not put the carriage in front of the horse. Had Mark Brantley said these things and touted and be an advocate for that, repatriation and coming home and these things, I would have accepted it. But his voice was, non-existent when it comes to promoting this repatriation, as opposed to now, as opposed to him promoting the SSD and the Destiny project. Do not put the cart in front of the horse with us. Our destiny is in the hands of what our forebearers has fought for, our patrimony, and we're going to hold on to them. Thanks for listening.
Okay, and thanks for your input. And I concur with everything that Africa said, because that is what I said yesterday, that yes, Mark Brantley can be quite brilliant when he wants to be, but he must be consistent. Okay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're different. We're 98.9. 98.9. Win FM.
Oh, I've got this feeling to high five the sun, dance in the rain, and have my scoop of fun. I'm on my way to flavor my day.